The likelihood that you happen to know a teenager who is depressed and love and care about them is pretty high. Today I'm going to share with you what you need to know if you love a teenager with depression. Hey, I'm Mallory, I'm a teen therapist, and I love making mental health videos like this just for teens. When you love someone who's hurting, it hurts you too, which is why it's helpful to know what we can do to help make it better, whether this is somebody that they're dating, a family member, or a friend. There are actually an estimated 3.2 million teenagers ages 12 to 17 in the United States who have experienced a depressive episode at least once in their lifetime already. Well, you already know every teenager is unique and different. Here are a few common things to consider if you happen to love a teenager with depression. Stop trying to fix it. Depression is not something to be fixed. It's totally normal and human nature that when we see our loved ones hurting, that we want to jump in and make it better. We often come to the rescue with solutions and strategies that help us. We tell them, well, try this or do this or you should. Oh man, the case of the shoulds. The one thing you should do is to stop fixing it. But here's the thing, this jump in and fix it approach rarely works. Do you like to be told what to do? I sure as heck don't. Even if the advice is gold, I like to come up with a solution myself. We're not that different from toddlers who stomp around and say, no, I can do it. I can do it myself. So instead of jumping in with a case of the shoulds, sit back and listen. Stay curious, ask questions, and get information from the person before you jump in with your advice. So some things that you can do and say are nothing, sometimes not saying anything, and just being a good listener is the best thing that you could do. Another thing you can say is, I'd like to know more about that. And if you really have a great piece of advice that you're not sure if they've considered yet, ask their permission before you give it to them. Tell them, hey, I may have some advice that I think could be helpful. Is it okay if I share it with you? If they're not in a place to hear it, they'll let you know. And if they want your advice, they'll be more willing to listen and hear what you have to say after they've given you their permission to share. Stop telling them to be positive. This one makes me cringe. It's like telling somebody who has broken their ankle that they can totally run a 5K. They just have to start walking. You physically can't walk on a broken ankle. Depression is not the same thing as sadness. You can't just think your way out of it. If it were that simple, trust me, they would do it. Now, of course, changing your thinking patterns is part of the treatment for depression, but telling somebody to run before they can walk or walk before they can heal is actually more hurtful because you're perpetuating that feeling of helplessness. It's like there's something wrong if they can't just be positive. Instead, tell them that you see how hard and difficult this is for them. Validate that their experience is real. Let them know that they're not crazy for feeling this way. Tell them, I love you. I'm here for you. You don't have to be anyone other than who you are. By loving and accepting people, even when they are suffering from depression, you're letting them know that you see that there is more to them than this mood or this condition. Sometimes you get some good days. When you're depressed, you don't always look and feel depressed every moment of the day, every day of the week. There are periods of time that may last from a few minutes to hours to days, weeks, or even months of feeling great. Savor these moments. And please know that there may be flare-ups from time to time. Seeing a mental health therapist can help you put together a coping ahead plan or strategies to help minimize the impact, frequency, or even intensity of these flare-ups. Just because you've done the work doesn't mean that you're not going to get flare-ups from time to time. It isn't necessarily anyone's or anything's fault, it's just the nature of the condition. And if you're not sure what to do in these moments of flare-up, reach out to a local mental health provider in your area and they can help work with you on strategies. It's not personal. So one of the tricky things about depression is that it tells you that you're worthless, that no one likes you, that you're unlovable, that you're a waste of space. I mean, the list goes on and on. Depression can make us really mean to ourselves. When we're feeling so unlovable and finding it difficult to love ourselves, it feels really unbelievable that other people could find us lovable. which is why sometimes it feels safer to push our loved ones away. When you have depression, you feel like you're a burden. So by separating and creating distance in your loved ones' relationships, you think that you are protecting yourself and them from yourself. But really what's happening is you're isolating your support system, which is so important when you have depression. When you're disconnected, it's easier to feel stuck in that depressed state. Please know that if you love a teenager with depression and they are pushing you away, it's not personal. This is about them and their condition. It's not about you as a person. And if you're willing to continue to be there for them, let them know and be clear on the when and how. So it's important to let them know that, hey, if I don't answer right away, I'm not ignoring you. I will respond as soon as I'm able. And if you're not able to be there for them in the way that they're asking for, let them know that too, because you don't want them to rely on you in a way that doesn't feel good for both of you. Knowing who the other resources and supports are in your area are really helpful in these instances. Most schools and colleges have on-site counselors, whether those are academic or mental health supports. They are really great people to link up with if you're needing help navigating a friendship or a romantic relationship with a teenager with depression. In most areas, there's also different crisis lines that you can contact. In the United States, you can text the crisis text line at 741-741 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there's a difference between feeding into the pushing away and setting a limit when somebody's treating you badly. Instead of saying something like, I can't handle you like this, which can feel really rejecting, try saying, when you can talk to me without yelling at me, I'll be here ready and willing to listen, and mean it. If you don't mean it, don't say it. It's also really common for teenagers with depression to start talking or joking about hurting themselves or even death and dying. Please take this seriously and get them linked up with support. And I want you to know that you are not expected to evaluate and assess anybody's safety or mental health stability. That's why many emergency departments have psychiatrists on call to evaluate these emergencies. You can't be there to keep loving them if they aren't alive. Whatever you do, just make sure that you are honest, genuine, and coming from a place of loving kindness. Be yourself and validate that their experience is real, that it makes sense. We all just want to know that we're not crazy. Having a mental health condition like depression or loving somebody with depression does not mean that you're crazy. If you'd like more help on how to talk to parents if you think that you yourself have depression, make sure you watch the video on your screen right now. And please make sure that you share this video with others because you never know who it could help. Thanks for watching.